Good morning, Sir Harold. Welcome.
Hi, Andrea. How are you this morning?
I am good, sir. How are you?
I am well. I am well. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, man,
A
always a
pleasure.
pleasure talking, sir.
Yes.
Rasta, no go on.
Yeah, man, what there, man?
Yeah,
Hey,
and I
hey.
must say I'm hard in micro businesses because that is the sector. If you can't get past the micro, then you won't be a macro. So
Yeah. That is true. That is true. And we find that, you know, the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, when we used to be close to that, used to show us that Jamaica inevitably falls in the top 10 as it relates to business starting a business, the propensity to start businesses. But we're not so successful when we're talking about businesses that will remain in business. We fall off where that is concerned, and it just shows that we are entrepreneurial in terms of our spirit. And everybody wishes to start a business, and we can spot opportunities from afar off. I mean, we used to jest and say that in any of those big events that you have, like when we used to have reggae sunfest and sunfest and that type of thing, and little rain start due, how many persons start sell umbrella immediately, so we can spot up opportunities. But the truth is that too many of our businesses are what we call survival or necessity driven entrepreneurs rather than opportunity. Rather than opportunity driven. In other words, targeting a particular opportunity, strategizing towards and going after it in a structured kind of way. And that is part of the reason why we have a high business failure rate in terms of new businesses. There is a right and a wrong way to do business. That's the truth. The truth about it. And too many of us learn kind of by bootstrapping ourselves, which is a hit or miss process, and tends to be a longer process, and you tend to fail 4 or 5 times before you actually get it right. So we have always, as JBDC, promoted and supported entrepreneurial education or training, making sure that persons know what it is to be in business, understanding the mindset of being in business, understanding your numbers, understanding how it is that you should be setting up your business from a regulatory perspective and that type of thing. And so over the years, we have trained tens of thousands of entrepreneurs. The truth is that we train almost in last financial year alone, we trained over 3,000 entrepreneurs.
Okay. So do you track them to see how successful they are, to see if
some of them, because the training, there's the training, and then there's those who become clients of the organization. Some people just want the training and off they go, and don't wish to become clients of the organization. We encourage them, obviously, and we so to do. But those who definitely become clients and come into the belly of the organization and get handheld.
There's no way of knowing the success rate then if your thing is being successful.
Second,
there's no way of knowing how successful they are then.
Yeah, well, for those who are in the organization, yeah, man. For those who come into the organization and become clients of the organization, that is for sure. But Ralston, here's the thing. But here's the thing, though. Sometimes we struggle in terms of even recognizing that we need the training.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sometimes we as Jamaicans, we kind of have the sense that we kind of, it's all right, man, we're good. I'll be fine. I don't need to understand how my numbers supposed to work. But I don't need none of that. I'm good, man. That's a dumb thing. So the ones who get ahead and get forward and remain and grow and scale are the ones who don't have that mindset. The ones who say, all right, JBDC, I will sit and work with you. I want to be tracked. I want to scale. I want to go from one point to the next and that type of thing. But maybe you're correct, Ralston, and we can look towards seeing how we can find a way to track those persons who don't come into the organization and to be trained after they've gotten training.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So, but it's important. It's very important, and we find that, like for instance, those that have gone through our accelerator program, there are measurable impact measures in terms of their growth in revenues and their growth in markets and any in employment and that type of thing. And it is, and they will tell you that much of it is directly attributable to the knowledge that they gleaned from the sessions that they would have had. So we are big advocates for entrepreneurial training, entrepreneurial guidance, hand-holding, to make sure so we alleviate the failure, and we promote growth and scale and internationalization.
Okay. So this particular program for the micro businesses, is it something in particular? Is it a structured program? How is it going to be?
Yes, man. Yeah, man. So we have a number of proprietary training programs that we do, launching a business, developing a business, managing a business. As a matter of fact, right now we're promoting the development of business series that is going to happen, that is targeted for those persons who already have a business. The first one, which used to be called fundamentals of business, is targeted to those persons who are thinking of starting a business, so your micro people and entrepreneurs and that type of thing. And like I say, we have seen an uptick in persons who wish to be trained, which is brilliant for us. Yeah, man, it's brilliant. It means the message is getting out to us and Andrea. The message is getting out that this thing is important. And sneak preview. We're going online very, 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 very soon before the end of this week. Which is even going to facilitate even larger numbers of entrepreneurs facilitated. So the micro ones are the ones that we're targeting, and our message is that let's do this thing right, and you have a far better chance of staying in business, scaling in business, and growing to the medium size, to the large size, to the internationalization. That's the message, really. And I made a point in the article that spoke about the fact that you need, for instance, to understand how to navigate your numbers.
Yeah,
you need to understand your numbers. You know this more than anybody else.
Correct, man. Yeah, man.
Finance is the language of business. You know. And if you don't know your numbers and understand how you derive at your numbers, whether or not you're making a profit or not, it doesn't matter what business you're in. Any business at all that you're in there to make a profit. Even those persons who are social enterprises, the profit may not be for commercial gains. Even profit is for, but you're there to make a surplus. You know what I mean? So if you don't understand your numbers and there's a right and a wrong way to do that, then you're up the creek.
You're not ready yet, yeah, man.
Man. You're not ready yet. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. That's the message.
Correct.
Okay.
Right,
so just remind them how they contact you.
It's easiest way is jbdc.net, www.jbdc.net. The phone numbers for our Kingston office, we're right across the island. We have access to all parishes. Our offices are in Kingston, St. James, Westmoreland, Manchester, and St. Thomas. But our main numbers are 928516125. If you call those numbers, or if you go online, then you'll be directed to the office that is nearest you, and the officer will serve you accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me again, man.
Always sorry. Blessings, man. Yeah, man.
Bless up. Cool.
Okay. That was Harold Davis, Deputy CEO of the JBDC, talking about the entrepreneurial education program for micro businesses in order to reduce their failure rates.